Hey, what's up, fantasy people? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, coming at you live from my garage. And this is the Fantasy Footballin Show. Today's episode is the Week 6 Thursday Night Takeaways. What did you take away from last night? Not much. What I took away from that was that you can't be a quarterback, jump 5 feet in the air, and land your feet full speed, land your feet like this, and expect to not get injured. Dude, Carson Wentz, man, like he injured both ankles last year on the same play. Dude, if you watch the slow motion on that, it was so funny. Like with Kurt Herbstreit and Al Michaels, when they were like watching the slow motion on that, it was like, oh, well, they just wanted to be. You could tell they thought he was an idiot. So I thought that was hilarious. I don't remember what I was talking about because I'm drinking beer tonight. I'm all by myself, so I figured I drink beer. This is my one night I usually drink beer on the weekdays anyways, so might as well make a video. Dramatic pause for the drinking. All right, let me start this episode off by saying we hope that Cam Akers is okay, mentally. I've been depressed before, and it's terrible. When I was depressed, I couldn't get out of bed barely. Go try to, avoid tackles or whatever. So I hope he's okay. My neighbor's lawnmower just turned off. Let's hope it stays that way. I doubt it. And Daryl Henderson, I sent out an alert this morning, like 4 hours ago, saying that you should sign him. You got to get him on your team now. And then also Kyren Williams, in the future, there's reports that he was supposed to be the number one starter before the season. He got injured, and they just plugged in Akers to see what he can do. So, excuse me, I just burped. So, pick those guys up, man. Like I said, I'm starting Henderson over, what's his name? A.J. Dillon, Quadzilla. So, just because of opportunity, I think that he's going to be the only dude on the team. I don't even know who the third string running back is. I think it's Kyren Williams, but he was supposed to be out, He went on IR like 4 weeks ago, so I don't know if he's back. I don't think so. I should stop talking about this because it's Thursday night takeaways. But this is what you're getting. Also, man, I should have said this before. Whatever. Like, subscribe, please. Like I said, I had dreams of 21 subscribers, and I woke up and it was not. That was just a dream. So make my dreams come true. Reality, man. Just subscribe. That'd be amazing. Or just like, if you watch this video, it'd be cool. Carson Wentz, the worst football player in the NFL, man. All the Broncos fans are looking at that being like, you know what? Maybe Russell Wilson isn't so bad. 12 for 22, 99 yards. Dude, when Justin Fields is out-playing you, out-throwing you, given Carson Wentz went into the week injured, or went into the game injured, I remember seeing that because I was looking for quarterbacks, and I was like, maybe I'll just start Carson Wentz, They're going against the Bears, probably a lot of opportunities. Dude, Carson Wentz, man. He looks like amazing sometimes, and he is god-awful most of the time. So it's one of those times. He got sacked 3 times, but, dude, if you just watch his play, you're like, what is going on here? Brian Robinson, he got 17 carries for 60 yards. Watching him, though, was, he had one long run, but other than that, he did not look explosive at all. And in the preseason, if you paid attention to that, all he did was get opportunities. He's more of a volume dude. It's just kind of like, I'd say Najee Harris last year. It's just like, he might be super inefficient, but he's going to touch the ball 30 times a game no matter what. And so that might be the case for Brian Robinson. Even though they had so many opportunities. Who knows if he's going to touch the ball more than what he did last night. But they were all 3 and outs, so. But I did notice once they went to, what was that? It was kind of like a hurry-up offense, It was all Antonio Gibson, And that fool looked awesome. So it sucks for Antonio Gibson. He must have said something to somebody. I don't know, man. Dude made Ron Rivera super mad. Madder than Wentz makes him. But yeah, so Antonio Gibson looked great. 5 for 35, 3 for 18 on 4 targets. He got all the passing yards. So maybe he's the third down. But dude, J.D. McKissick, the third down back, he got 3 targets as well. So, you know, Gibson 4 targets, McKissick 3 targets, and then Brian Robinson, you know, no targets. So maybe they don't trust him in those situations. I'm not sure. So everybody's all hyped up on Brian Robinson. I'm like, dude, like, that's great. The Commanders suck. He looks okay, you know. He doesn't look special whatsoever. You watch Dameon Pierce, you're like, holy crap, man, who is this guy? It's not that. So it's going to be a super high volume, like, get hit all the time. I don't know. Brian Robinson probably flex for the rest of the season, I would guess. Antonio Gibson, man, if he gets traded, I would probably pick up Antonio Gibson and expect some points, man. Terry McLaurin, dude, you're just going to have to drop him because there's more. I mean, dude, I say drop him. I've got Brandon Cooks on my team. I can't get myself to drop him. So don't drop him. I've been drinking. I don't know what's happening right now. You can drink with me. This is great. So, yeah, McLaurin, dude, 3 for 41, 4 targets. He got 2 rushes, 2 for 11. It's funny, I watched that game. I watched that entire game, and I don't remember him rushing at once. So I was probably looking up, like, you know, who is Sauron, Lord of the Rings? Is it the guy? Is it the Wanderer? Or is it, like, Halbrand? Which one is it? Well, I found out today because I watched it. I'm a nerd. I know a lot about stuff that I shouldn't. Curtis Samuel. Oh, man, Curtis Samuel's the man. Curtis Samuel. He's going to be like, what was it? Deebo Samuel. Oh, my God, I just put that together. Curtis Samuel, Deebo Samuel. No wonder there were the comparisons. But, yeah, that's not happening. Curtis Samuel, dude, 2 for 6 and 5 targets, no rushes. So, like, you know, he was getting awesome usage in the beginning. I was thinking he's going to be a solid wide receiver 2 for the rest of the year. Regardless, you know, I thought he might fall off a little bit, but, you know, if a wide receiver is getting like that kind of stuff, that's why I was pushing for Devin Duvernay for the Ravens. I don't know if you were watching this person in my league because you spent money on Devin Duvernay. Nobody else was even talking about him. I talked about him. You spent money on him? I feel powerful, so powerful. My 20 subscribers, and I get like 50. I get like 30 views per video, man. What do you know about that? You think you're better than me? Longest yard. That guy is hilarious. And then I thought that, dude, I texted Jason after this. I thought this was so funny. He's all, oh, we did our player pause. Logan Thomas, play. Logan Thomas is a good play, man. And then I text him, like, do you know Logan Thomas is out? Yeah, I was waiting for him. I thought he would, like, you know, write a comment and amend his stuff. He let it ride. Because, I mean, we're like 20 people watched that video anyways. But we had 20 subscribers. We got to strive for greatness, you know. It doesn't matter how many people are watching this. You got to strive for greatness. I'm watching, I shouldn't even talk about it. I'm not going to talk crap about other people's videos. Because I know how hard it is, so. Oh, and then De'Ami Brown. I'm sure, I said to keep an eye on him because I thought maybe he would get the same numbers that maybe Johan Doxson was, but dude, Johan Doxson if he was on some other team, he'd probably be an amazing rookie. So De'Ami Brown went 0 yards, 1 target. He was a flash in the pan, one of those flash in the pans. You know, flash in the pans because I flash in the pan. Flash in the pan. This is why I don't drink or other things before videos. For the most part, I try to do this stuff sober. Because I make a fool of myself in front of the world. Justin Fields. What was that, 10 minutes? Wait, when so I don't have to do the timestamps and I don't have to think about it because I'm drinking. Justin Fields, 10 minutes. 14 for 27. I'm gonna go Commanders and then Bears. 14 for 27, 190, one touchdown, one interception. His best game of the year, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you watch that and you're like, dude, I could make better reads than this dude, right? It's like people are open. They're pointing out like, hey, in the Kurt Herbstreit's like, hey, in the NFL, this is an open wide receiver. Yeah, it is. Like, when I'm playing Madden and I know the play, I'm throwing that before the break, you know. And this guy's just not. This guy's staring him down through the break. But he seems like an awesome guy. I don't know. I really like Justin Fields. I wish I could. I root for him. But man, when you just watch him play quarterback, it's just not good. And then Fitzpatrick came on and was like, dude, hey, you're not Peyton Manning. You're not gonna ever throw the ball well, pretty much. Just run it. And man, if you watch that, when I think it was Herbert, Herbert, when he made that run, dude, Fields is the fastest person on the field. He's like Michael Vick, but bigger. That was like insane. That was like when DK Metcalf ran down the field for like some block or something like that, and everybody's flipping their stuff out, you know. Man, it's so hard not to cuss, and I cuss a lot, and I don't cuss on this show because I want viewers. Man, I'm drinking it. It's like so hard not to cuss. I'm doing a good job though. And I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Fields, when he made that, dude, he ran faster than anybody. He was a rocket ship, man. Through everybody, and he tried to make a block, but he really didn't need to. So anyways, I mean, there's hope for Herbert, but he needs, like, it would literally need to be, I mean, and Cam Newton's a better passer, but it literally needs to be like a Cam Newton type of situation. And you saw Justin Fields, dude. He's not like Cam Newton. He's not as big or thick. I mean, he's a big dude, but he gets injured, so. What am I on, man? Okay, so Fields, yeah, 12 for 88, 8.3, and it was a lot, like, it was like that 60-yard or 40-yard rush, man, that got him a lot of that. 5 sacks. He was getting murdered. Thank God that he didn't bend his knee, hyperextend his knee the other way when that guy just took him down by the leg. It was that Tom Brady situation when Matt Castle came in, like in the first, when they were playing the Chiefs like 5 years ago. I remember this because I got Matt Castle afterwards, and he had one good game, and then he sucked. No, I can't remember. I think he was okay. Don't worry. Be zappy. People need to use that, man. I don't understand why they don't use that. If you think that we're okay or stupid, if you think I should just stop all this fantasy football stuff, just leave a comment and tell me I should just give up, because this is a lot of work, dude. It's surprising. It's like I do all this work by myself anyways, but to write it down and then have to put it in a video, it does take a lot of work. It's amazing. Montgomery, 15 for 67. I mean, 4.5 yards of carry, and I thought he looked great. But he did not look like he's all the way back from his injury, if you know what I'm talking about, because he looked like electric special. You can't take him down. He looked like Khalil Herbert, you know, before the injury. And then Khalil Herbert comes in here averaging, 7 for 75, but mostly on one carry. And if you watch that carry, dude, that was amazing. Like, to get hit and then just, like, you see that lane, right? I mean, but it's like you have to cut back across the field, and you have to know that you're fast enough for nobody behind the line of scrimmage or where you're behind where you are to just crush you, you know? I guess his pass protection is terrible, is what they were saying on the TV, so. Khalil Herbert, though, man, is an amazing runner. Sorry. Dad, I know you're watching this. I'm like 36 years old, man. I'm my own man. Back off! Dad! Just leave a like and move along. Most of our subscribers are related to us, so. But hey, man, we're interesting, right? We're interesting. You guys are going to tell me I should drink all the time after this. And I'll be like, dude, I can't do it. Like, I literally can't do it. Mooney, hey, Mooney had 12 targets, 7 for 68. I told you to pause on him. I mean, if Michael Pittman ends up with 7 for 68, I'd probably be happy. So, and I'm starting him. So I probably spoke too soon on Mooney. But it's encouraging, dude. I mean, the first pass was to Kmet, and then they went to Mooney, and I was like, oh, this is what it was supposed to be like, you know? When I drafted Kmet in the preseason, you know? But yeah, so that nothing ends up the way it does. All you can do in fantasy is it's just blackjack, man. You just give yourself the best odds. You still lose. It doesn't matter. I can't help that. What the person in first place like give you hope. I'm talking about stupid stuff. What am I gonna do? Type at this crappy game that nobody cares about? But you know, like the person in first place in our league has less points than me and everybody else. It's like she should be in last place, but she's going. I did the math because I'm all about math. I don't know why I'm all about math. I've always been. But like, you know, so like I think she has like 175 or 160 points more or less points scored against me in 5 weeks. So that was like, I was like, dude, that's like, she's going against opponents that are literally scoring like almost like 33 points a game less than my opponents. Dude, you can't control fantasy football. You know, like knowledge is power, but dude, almost knowledge is like weakness in fantasy football. It's like you overthink things. But if you're like me, you're obsessed, you're passionate, dude. I get passionate about like, you know, 4 things through the year, and fantasy football is always one of them. You know, so it's just like you get obsessed and you watch everything there is. You're probably watching this video. You don't even know who I am. You know, but what you should know, I've won a lot of stuff in our 12-person league. But I'm passionate about it, dude. And if somebody's passionate about something and they want to talk about it, you got to do it. Passion. This is one of my worst or best videos. I don't know which one. My wife went to Michael's to buy paint, and I was like, I'm doing a video. Bring me back, Wendy's. Hopefully she does. Herbert. Oh, I talked about Herbert. Mooney. And then Pettis, dude. 4 for 84. 1 touchdown and 7 targets. You're never going to rely on the second option in the Bears offense. But Pettis has looked good last night. I mean, he's like a vacuum. But it was obvious they wanted to get Mooney involved. So going forward, I will say that Herbert is an amazing backup. I'm pretty sure they... Oh, was that them? I think they even had somebody else involved, not just Herbert. I'm trying to finish the beer before I buy this because it's like the cheapest. Stuff for 3 beers is like $9 for 3 beers. That's, well, 6 beers. I should buy 18-pack or 12 packs. 12 packs. And save some money. Hey, man, if you're out there and you play fantasy football, I'm sure you drink. Maybe. You don't have to. Who cares, dude? You just be you, because that's all that matters, you know? Love yourself. Love who loves you. Don't let anybody peer pressure you to anything, because you're your own person. That's probably why I've been so weird my whole life, is because those are like words I live by, and I'm kind of weird. I found Jason, though. Pettis. Oh, Kmet. 1 for 15 on 3 targets. Dude, if you watch that game, you're like, Kmet's coming back. This is a Kmet game. And then Kmet got like nothing after that. He got 3 targets, but hey, man, I don't know why my dogs think beer is like the greatest thing in the world. But they do. Hey, come here. Banjo. Come here. Show the world. We got to show the world. It's 20 minutes. I don't care. Come here. Come here. I think this is the one dog you haven't seen. Oh, look at this is Banjo, and he's just kind of a derp. And when I play, I like to play a lot of Nintendo 64. And when I play, what is that? Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, you're such a good boy. I don't see you on camera much. You're so handsome. When I play Diddy Kong Racing, man, I love Banjo-Kazooie because of the music. And when I saw him, I was like, he looks like a Japanese bear. Oh my God. Banjo-Kazooie is a Japanese bear. We're going to do this. So this was probably like a 3-minute video that I turned into 20 minutes. But that's what happens when you drink by yourself. Jason's supposed to be drinking with me and live streaming on Twitch. And there goes my dog trying to drink out of the can. I got to stop this before she cuts her mouth. See you later.